Hello Virgo, welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is Andrea and I'm here to do your next 3 months tarot reading for Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So I hope you're well, Virgo. We're looking at October, November and December 2022, and the reading won't be for everyone. Take what resonates for you as always. So Virgo, I have taken the relevant months from your yearly 2022 tarot reading. So in October we have the Two of Wands, November we have the Two of Swords, and in December we have the Moon energy. So I'm going to pull some additional cards by month and see what we get. We'll look at any overarching message we get for the month, and we'll also look at the individual cards, because not just one thing happens in a month, a lot can happen in different areas of our lives and the cards can pick up on that. So let's see what we have for you. Message for Virgo, please, angel, spirits, guides. We have the Six of Pentacles, Virgo. The World. And we have the Devil. With the Two of Swords, we have the Six of Wands. The Eight of Swords. And the Knight of Cups. We have the Three of Pentacles in December, the Nine of Wands, and we have the Eight of Cups. So a kind of common theme that I can see across the reading here, Virgo, it might well be for some of you, certainly with this Devil energy, this can represent an unhealthy influence, unhealthy attachments, but it's an attachment. It's an attachments that are difficult to break free of, because there are things that we love about the Devil. There are things that we like about the Devil. It plays to our weaknesses. So this Devil energy can be to do with negative behavioral patterns that don't serve our highest good. That can be us. It can also be a person, place, situation that we're dealing with here. Could be a neighbor from hell, can be to do with a toxic work environment in some way, can be an unhealthy relationship, knowing it's not for your highest good, but being attracted to it. So whatever this Devil is, it is, I see this energy of a process of it's difficult to break free of. And for some of you, it might well be that you're dealing with that kind of situation in the next few months. Again, the cards can be individual and we will go through that because, again, we're not one-dimensional. But for some of you, there may well be choices. Can be, do I stay or go? Do I step into the unknown? And again, this energy of being tempted, and it's difficult to move on and break free from this Devil, certainly in November. But I do see change happening. Sometimes we just have to surrender and trust. And that might well be what you're choosing to do in December. Walking away, going in search of something better because it serves your highest good, making the right decisions and choices for you and a healthy reality for you. So this can be that kind of energy here of, it might well be for some of you that you're dealing with a certain life area that has this Devil energy in whatever area this is. I feel for some of you, it might well be a thing that's playing out in the next few months, but slowly but surely bringing it to resolution, making your mind up and moving in a direction that is for your highest good. So that is the energy that I'm seeing quite strongly as a theme across the next few months. Not for everybody. So I'm going to look at the month of October. So we have the Two of Wands. Now, the Two of Wands can be a choice. It's empowered. It's one's energy. It's action orientated, where somebody is actually taking their world in their hands, saying, this is the world I control, not anybody else. And how do I want to shape my world moving forward now? So the Two of Wands, you can see somebody has already built a fortress and they're actually thinking, okay, I've done this now. Do I step into the unknown? What do I do next? This can be this kind of energy. Am I happy in this fortress, or do I want to branch out? So for some of you, it might well be choices about your future in some way. This can be between two opportunities. Do I stay where I am, or do I take a new opportunity in money, career, business? For others of you, it can be between two people, two different areas of life, two paths available to you. But it's making clear choices about your future for the betterment of you. And that's the energy. So you're really taking command of a situation here and making some clear choices for you in October. This devil energy, again, if I'm looking at these cards, with the world card right next to it, it represents endings of some kind where you step into a brand new phase of your life here, Virgo. So for some of you, the world card and the devil, it represents completing something, breaking free of an attachment. It is kind of like a breaking free energy where you step into a brand new phase of your life full of new possibilities, a blank canvas just waiting for a new story to be painted or written. So that is the energy here. Something that's very tempting. It feels like you're ready to take empowered control of it and step into a brand new phase of your life in some way. Now, the World card is really empowering because it's achievement. It is a card of lessons being learned on this way, both good and bad. We've had highs and lows to get to the World card, so this is a real significant achievement and success, regardless of whether it represents a completion or not. This is lessons have been learned here, and they're guiding you now on what to do next. So that is the energy here quite strongly. The Six of Pentacles, it's somebody reaching out, offering you something. Now, it can sometimes be to do with a breadcrumb card. This could be money, career, financially driven. It can also be in terms of love, romance, relationships. It's giving you a little bit more. It's a sweetener just to keep you on the hook. That's what the devil does. Keeps you within the negative repeating cycle by offering more, by giving a little bit more. Well, if I do this, will that work? Well, if I concede to do this, this and this, will that be okay? Will that be enough to keep you? You know, this is that kind of energy. So it might well be for some of you that your work environment, you might have an opportunity to move in a new direction here in terms of work, business, career in October, but your work might want to keep you. This is the sweetener to keep you within that negative repeating cycle. And there's a choice to make maybe for some of you. Do I stay or go? Similarly, that could be in terms of love, romance, relationships, is what I'm getting here, Virgo, quite strongly. So those are the themes that I'm seeing across the month for you. So let's go through the cards one by one and see what else we can pick out, which is generally more tactical day to day. So we have the devil. This is where I've kind of gone into the detail of the devil energy, but the other piece of information that I'm getting here, Virgo, you may have choices and decisions to make this month in terms of what you enjoy doing, what your own needs are. And it's not necessarily, it can be a bit of an indulgent energy, the devil energy, but it might well be, oh, I want to go out and socialize with my friends and family. I want to go and do what I like doing. You know, I want to go and do X, Y, Z, but you might have to counter that with other people's needs, responsibilities, obligations. So this can be that card of ego, where it might well be that there are choices to make and decisions in terms of what you like doing versus what needs to be done. So for example, if you have to stay late at work and finish, you know, and you can't go and do the thing that you want to do, this can be this kind of energy. It might well be for some of you that there's a family thing that you need to go and attend, so you can't go and go out and socialize with friends and so on and so forth that you plan to do. And it's the little tactical things that might well be that there are clear choices to make and decisions in terms of whether you go and indulge what you like doing or whether you have to go and do the obligatory and responsible thing. So that might be a bit of the energy that I'm picking up on this month here, Virgo. So again, devil can be, there's levels to these cards and there are layers to this card in terms of intensity. So that's kind of the energy that I was picking up quite strongly. So we look at the World card. Now, the World card, I've talked about completion, stepping through to a brand new phase of your life, maybe making some choices here and decisions. But the World card can also be about outcomes, goal achievement, victory, success. So it can represent cycles completing, but it can be about claiming some goal achievement, some success, some victory, winning this month. The World card is worldly success. It's a lovely, lovely card on its own, and it's very powerful. So for some of you, there may well be some real success you're claiming in October, some goal achievement. It might well be whatever you set out to do, you accomplish it this month. That is the energy that I'm getting quite strongly with the World card. And it's celebratory. This is a real celebratory energy. With the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles can be somebody reaching out, offering you something. Now, it can be, like I said, money, career, finances, and related to that. It can also be in terms of energy. So it can be where somebody might offer you some sound advice. Somebody might give you a sum of money if you need it to rebalance. You know, it can be about somebody being generous with you. So this can be that kind of energy here of to bring that balance back into your life in some way. It might well be that somebody is kind or generous of spirit in some way and giving you something, whether it's advice, whether it's monetary support and help and guidance. That can be this kind of energy here, Virgo, as well. So again, there's levels to these cards. Those are the energies that I'm picking up with those cards for the month of October. Okay, Virgo, so we go into November. So November, we have the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords can be where there are decisions to make. I mean, it can be linked with this, but to be honest, we make so many decisions each month, every month in our lives. So this can be sometimes knowing something needs to be done, knowing something needs to be faced, but we're having difficulty facing it. It can sometimes be because we're unsure of our own decisions. There could be some self-doubt as well. But this, for me, is an energy. You can see that moon in the top right-hand corner. This is where somebody is very powerfully intuitive. So even though their mind might be still weighing things up, intuitively, you know what needs to be done. This is about thinking less and feeling more with any decisions and choices that you face this month. So we have the Knight of Cups. Somebody making you an offer. Now, it can be an offer from the heart. The Knight in Cups, you know, first and foremost, can be heart energy. So love, romance, relationships, emotions and feelings. Could be to do with friendship, can be to do with love, romance, can be family. So it's with a view to bringing positive change with emotions and feelings. So offering this, making an offer, that could be an apology, that could be a heartfelt offer of some kind, a heartfelt request. This is the energy here, Virgo. Somebody's offering you something, it's emotional, to bring change to the situation, or that's the hope here. Now, that is the energy that I'm getting, and you might be thinking, well, what do I do? What do I do? And what are they offering? Well, they're offering, can we put it all behind us and move on from whatever this was? This could link with this energy, but it's not limited to that. The Six of Wands can be about moving on from challenge, moving on from what conflicted you, and feeling pretty good about it. Because it's a six, it's harmonious energy. So it's getting the harmony back, it's getting the equilibrium back. Can we just move on from it? Now, I will say there's a little bit of ego attached to this card with the Knight of Cups. So it might well be for some of you, someone saying, well, you've done it before. Can't you just forgive me again? You know, whatever this is. Like I said, it could be family, could be children, could be love, romance, whatever this area it is. And this is somebody who is just not sure what to do. The Eight of Swords is, I don't know which way to go. Sometimes there's negative thoughts attached to what this person's offering. You know I shouldn't move in that direction, but I'm not sure what to do. That is the energy that I'm getting quite strongly. This is where you're going to have to think less and feel more, and that is definitely the card with the Two of Swords. So that's what I see as a theme across the month here. Now, other meanings with these cards. I mean, the Knight of Cups can also be very good in terms of creative offers, creative opportunities. It's not always just linked to career and business, because it can be to do with publishing, writing, arts, culture, that kind of thing, media, entertainment, you know. It can be linked to things like hobbies, you know, an invitation to amateur dramatics. You understand what I'm saying? It might well be for some of you that there is some kind of offer or invitation coming your way to pursue something here that's creative, that allows your creative expression to really run wild. So that might well be the energy here, Virgo. So the Eight of Swords energy on its own, this can be sometimes where whatever the situation is, there's always a need to take a step back with the Eight of Swords, because it can sometimes be when we tell ourselves that we can't do something or I can't do it for whatever reason, and we make excuses. Not deliberately, it's sometimes just our mind, our programming, past experiences, you know, that kind of energy. So this can sometimes be whatever you tell yourself you can't do this month. Remember that you have the choice to say, well, I can this month, and that can be this kind of energy. The other thing that I'm getting here quite strongly, Virgo, is it might well be for some of you that, the other message that I'm getting with this, you might have a lot of plates spinning. And this might well be a situation here where you have to prioritize a little bit, because if you have a lot going on in different areas of your lives, this can sometimes be that kind of energy. You don't really feel like you get anything done because you're so busy managing those plates spinning in different areas of your lives that you don't feel like you're progressing or moving in a direction or anything. So for some of you, that might well be a need just to take that step back this month and reassess. That is what I'm getting quite strongly. So we have the Six of Wands. I love the Six of Wands energy. You know, on its own, this card is a lovely energy because it represents success. It represents a significant success, a significant victory, a significant achievement over what has challenged you. This is very good in terms of claiming a success in business, career, finances. It could well be that you enjoy some kind of progress in money, career, finances this month. Some forward movement could be linked to promotions, can be linked to some achievement of some kind. This is a great energy of that front. It can also be victories on other levels. I've claimed a victory over whatever challenged me and I am moving on. Now, that could be health areas, that could be in terms of love areas, that could be in terms of business areas. This is you overcome the thing that challenges you and you feel pretty good about it. And there's a lot of self-discovery linked with this card, to the point where you just think, yeah, I've learned so much about myself in that process and discovered my own power. I'm just like, bring it on now. I'm ready for anything, bring it on. So this is a lovely energy here of whatever challenges you this month. You have the power to overcome it and put it behind you. And you'll feel pretty good about it, you know, with the Six of Wands. Victory in other areas could even be legal for some of you, or, you know, could be linked with bureaucracy of some kind as well. But this is a feeling of it can be linked to promotions, it can be linked to success, it can be linked to achievement. Victory, lovely, lovely energy. So that's what I have for you, Virgo. Now, with December, we start with the moon. The moon is also you've got very intuitive cards running through the 3 months here. But the moon is extremely intuitive because it can be about where we just have to surrender and trust our intuition in times of uncertainty and doubt. This can sometimes represent fears and And we always think things that are worse, can't we, when we can't see the way forward? You know, our mind goes into overdrive, our emotions become heightened. So this can be that kind of energy because, you know, in the moon, in the darkness, where things are shadow, things can seem worse than they are. So this can be sometimes we just have to go within and surrender and trust our intuition, because it is a lovely energy of hidden blessings. Though you don't see it, this can be about hidden blessings where God, the universe, the divine is working behind the scenes to support you. And sometimes you just have to surrender and trust that. That is that kind of energy. It's a lovely energy of hidden blessings, but powerful, intuitive energy in times of uncertainty and doubt. That is the energy that I'm getting here. So the Nine of Wands can represent somebody who is tired, somebody who is fed up. It might well be for some of you that you might have been tested. You know, you might be tested this month, might be tested one too many times in a situation. This could be in whatever life area here. And you're just thinking, what am I fighting for? Actually, I don't know whether to just throw in the towel and walk away. That can be the energy of the Nine of Wands, because it can just sometimes feel like one thing after another, and you think everything's fine, and then something else happens. And this is where you just have to surrender and trust your intuition here, Virgo. That is the strongest energy. Now, with this, I feel whoever is testing you this month, the Three of Pentacles can be about building back up. We can make it work. You know, we can do this. We can make it work. We can concede. You know, we can. You know, if we all give a little bit, if we all concede a little bit, if we work to the greater good and in a common goal, we can absolutely make it work. This is collaborative energy. So the Three of Pentacles can be for some of you where somebody is asking you, who might have tested you, and it could be a person, place, situation, whatever this is. This is somebody who's saying, we can build this back up. We can make this work again. I know we've been through a rocky time. I know you feel you've been tested, but I really want to make this work and build this new foundation here. And that's what somebody is really saying here. This is where you just have to surrender and trust your intuition here, Virgo. And that's the energy of the moon. And for some of you, it might well be with the Eight of Cups. This might well be walking away. The Eight of Cups can be somebody who goes in search of something better because they accept that what they hoped for in this current path didn't turn out to be what they wanted. So they're going in search of something better. Now that could be linked to disappointment. That could have been linked to you being tested one too many times. This can be that kind of energy here, Virgo, where you go in search of something better, and it's an empowered energy. For others of you, it might well be in times of uncertainty and doubt, you decide to go and stay with somebody. So it might well be for some of you, you decide to go and stay with somebody, friends, family, could well be, or the other person could. It might well be for some of you that the other person decides to go and get some help. That could be part of how you decide to make things work. So this can be this kind of energy. Like I said, there's levels to these cards, but as this meaning, it might well be you decide whether you want to make something work or not, and whether you're going to walk away or not. For some of you, it might well be, there may well be conditions agreed. In order to make something work and surrender and trust and give somebody a chance, you have to go and see somebody. You have to go and deal with this. You have to go and get help in a particular direction. It might well be that there's some conditions attached to this. So that's the kind of thing that I'm feeling across this month here, Virgo. But you sort it out one way or another. This is resolution, and you sort it out because your intuition is very, very strong. So let's take these cards individually. I've kind of talked about the moon quite clearly. So let's talk about the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups, it might well be for some of you that you choose to walk away from a place, person, situation here. Like I said, it could be momentary, it could be for a few days, few weeks, it could well be permanently. Because it might well be that either you get something better or you're going in search of something better. That can be the energy here, because the Eight of Cups always goes in search of the Nine of Cups. So that is a lovely energy here, Virgo. Now, the individual message with the Nine of Wands, this can be a feeling here of it's always darkest before the dawn. This person doesn't actually know that they're only one step, one wand away from completing something. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be any easier to do that final step. It's probably not. But this feels like you've got one final push, one final step to make, and then that will be it. The burden is released. That is the energy here. So it might well be for some of you here, Virgo, if you're thinking about giving up in a situation individually with this card. If you feel that I don't see the end in sight in this, when is this going to be over, whatever the situation that you're dealing with, this is the energy. Actually, change is closer than you think. You've actually got one final push and then you're there, and you just have to surrender and trust in times of uncertainty that you have hidden blessings. You're being watched over here. That is the energy. So one final push. The message is don't give up, keep on going. Lovely, lovely energy with the Nine of Wands, because certainly in that respect, because this person doesn't see that they're actually one step away from completion. Now that could be a family thing, that could be a work situation, that could well be to do with a legal thing, it could be a health thing. Again, whatever area applies for you. You know, in health, it could well be, I've just got this operation to get done and that's it. You know, that would be the energy. So you understand what I'm saying there. So we have the Three of Pentacles, the practical card. Sometimes, Virgo, the message is don't do it all on your own. Sometimes it's good to ask for help. Two heads are better than one, three heads are better than two. This is the energy of the Three of Pentacles, collaboration. So bear that in mind. Sometimes you're in times of uncertainty and doubt. If you need help, ask for it because it's available with other people. That is the energy here. Now, the Three of Pentacles can also represent, you might be, for some of you, and I know it's very specific, you might be doing up a new home. You might be adding something to your home or property, maybe an extension. It might well be for some of you that you choose to move home. You choose to move home and do it up. That is the energy of the Three of Pentacles. It can also be very good in terms of property developing or things to do with the property field. So for some of you, it might well be, I know that sounds specific, but for some of you, you might be doing that in December. For others of you, this can be about compromise might be needed, some kind of compromise or negotiation, but a successful outcome as a result of that. So if everybody compromises and gets on the same page, you resolve something. That can be the energy. It could be in whatever life area this is again. It can also be, like I said, negotiating some kind of outcome or settlement of some kind. That can be the energy here with the Three of Pentacles, but it's an energy of everybody just needs to get on the same page to agree a common goal, a common objective, a common outcome. So it feels for some of you, sometimes we just have to surrender and trust our intuition in response to that too. So quite a detailed reading, Virgo. Those are the messages for you. I hope you enjoyed them. I'm going to pull you a final card. Final message for Virgo, thank you. Final message for Virgo, next 3 months. Final message for our lovely Virgos, thank you, for the next 3 months. We have tree wisdom. This tree dryad will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute can reveal insights and answers through the sounds it makes. You're going to be guided all the way through this. That is the energy. You just have to trust your intuition. It seems such a simple thing to say, but our intuition is very powerful. In times of uncertainty and doubt, it's our connection with God, Spirit, the divine, in each and every one of us. So trust your intuition. That is the energy certainly for the next 3 months here, Virgo. That's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading, found it helpful, useful. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe. I wish you a wonderful next 3 months. I will see you next time.